Hello. My name is Robert Galvan. This is Milestone 1. I'm going to talk to you about the PPF graph. So the PPF graph basically shows how an economy can produce two different goods. We were asked in our assignment to pick two different goods locally in San Antonio and what it would be spent in an 8-hour day making those goods. I picked tamales and tortillas. So let's just say there was 8 hours in a day making either or. You spend it all at making tamales, you have 0 hours left of making tortillas, and 6 hours you spent on making tamales, you have 2 hours left of making tortillas, so on and so forth. Let's say if you had 10 people working for you. In 1 hour they can produce 10 tamales. In 1 hour they can produce 2 dozen tortillas. With the math being done, in 8 hours a day, one person can do a dozen, so that would be 8 dozen, but you have 10 people, so it's 8 times 10, it will give you 80. So on and so forth. You do the math on that. So in the PPF graph, we're going to show the 8-hour workday and the productivity of it. So we plotted the points A, B, C, D, and E, and here's the frontier line. So this just shows, scarcity trade-offs and opportunity costs. Scarcity shows you that you have limited resources. You cannot produce beyond that curve, beyond that frontier line. Anything beyond that is infeasible, like something up here, or if something were plotted in here, it would be inefficient. Some of our resources would be the land, labor, and capital for this business. So let's just say, question one, where would the production be if there was a lot of workers using Facebook or Snapchat at work? So this is the frontier line, right? Let's just say you had a lot of people who were good at making tamales were on Facebook. This is how the line would look, because they were too busy on Facebook, they were not producing, but there were still people there. So the line would not shift, it would just kind of look like that. The same with tortillas. There was good people making tortillas and they were on Facebook. They would produce less, but there were still people there, so the line would look like this. The second question shows how the production would change due to loss of electrical power for a few hours. And let's just say it just all goes inward because nobody's working, there's no power. That's a production. You just lose out. The last one says explain what might reduce productivity in both goods. I picked what might reduce everything would be unemployment or loss of land. There would be nobody working, or they weren't sufficiently using the factory enough to make enough product. And that's basically my explanation. Thank you. Have a good day.